Previously on TMan978's.
How to transform the Honda City Masterpiece mold to robot and back again to vehicle mode. I'm going to pick Reboost because Reboost has the brightest color scheme and probably the easiest to see. Hello everyone, TMan978. Welcome to another TMan978's how-to. And in this how-to, we're going to be transforming X-Transbots 86 fast to robot mode and back to vehicle mode. Alright, now we're in a new location because I already filmed this video. This is the second time I'm filming it. I wasn't satisfied with my first product, so let's get to it. The gun is stored down there. First thing I'm going to do is open that door. Then I'm going to open this door. Next, I'm going to pull this tab out and pull this tab out. And while we're here, I'm just going to untab this and untab that from these little side skirts on this hip just to get that going. In fact, these two pieces are separately moving, but I'm going to move them at the same time to bend them up underneath of this rear window. So both of those can come up at the same time. Let's just do that right now. And now I'm going to separate the front, which made the gun fall out. The gun is using this to peg into that port right there and on that side. And basically you just shove it in while you have them in this position, basically, and close it. But this was ported around these two pegs. That's what keeps the front, or helps keep the front together. Now I'm going to basically rotate these side pieces out. And with these unpegged, we can start bringing the legs down, which ratchet on the crotch section. We got that straight. We're good. Now we can unlock or open these up basically so that we can get room to mess with the legs. I'm going to, on this hinge right here, stretch the foot out, and then I'm going to rotate it just to get it out of my way. This piece right here, all of this, like this is a separate piece, it seems like. Yeah, this is, I don't know why, but yeah. Once we move that up, before we forget, let's rotate the door around because that's what's gonna need to happen. Back here underneath of the hood, we need to grab this flap, which is gonna be the back of the leg, and unopen this flap. Now we can mess with the hood. We need to open it, rotate it, rotate the engine piece down, just so that we can get enough clearance to get past this. Unfortunately, this doesn't open up wide enough. So you have to kind of force it around the fake engine piece to get it shut that much. Now we can rotate this like that, making it flush basically with this part. The leg is in the way, the upper leg, so we need to pull that joint out. And now we should be able to clear this. This peg right here is going to go into that right there. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to shut the window and get it in between these two pieces. But now shut that, and back here, this back of his leg pegs into this. Now we need to take this folded up piece and fold it into there. Make sure you don't bend on a joint, and you should be good to go right there. Down here on the foot, we need to rotate this, and when you get about right here, we need to rotate these two wheels. They simulate the two wheels that were on the feet of the original toy. We can start rotating it, but rotate this at the same time, because we need to hold this in place while we open the wheel and get that flat. Now we can move this forward and bring the foot to match up with the leg, and accordion the joint down to cover that. And you're good to go. One leg completely done. We can shut it, oh, not completely, because we need to shut this panel that needs to open up. Let's do all that again on this side. We're gonna open this. We're gonna rotate the door on that joint. I'm gonna stretch out the foot and basically just get it out the way. I'm opening this stuff back here. Open the hood, we'll lift this up so that we can have enough room to clear that. Same issue on this side. I'm rotating, well actually before I rotate this, I'm gonna stretch the knee out to get that out the way now. And now I'm gonna keep rotating it till the flat parts are in the front. Rotate this in. Bend the window, put it in between these parts, tab that into place, grab this, tab that into place, grab this part, tab that in there. Does a good job. Down here, rotate the wheels, start spinning this and bringing this wheel down to go through the real wheel well of the car. And before we rotate it up, we can bring this piece in. And same thing over here, smash the foot in or down to cover that. And I unplugged this. Oh, unfortunate, I unplugged everything. Now we can shut this, good to go down here. Lifting things up, we can, these were tabbed up here. We can open the bottom of the seat, take this part, flatten that up in there, and just flatten these seats as flat as you can get them. Now up here, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab this and I'm going to pull down on that so we can unpeg it from the window. I'm gonna grab this, pull down to unpeg it from the window. Now this also unpegged from here, so we can pull that up out the way. And actually I'm gonna go ahead and separate it and rotate that hinge, rotate this hinge, and get that even more out the way than it is right now. And now I can unpeg this and rotate the arms down like that. I darken things because, yeah, it was very light. Now we can untab this, get this up like that. Start bringing this up. Make sure you have things lifted so that this can clear like that. Then we can actually shut that. Before we move further, I am going to move these pieces that are behind his fake windshield chest. Bring them down. And then we're going to accordion this joint back while moving the other joint forward. And then bring it down, and these little nubs right there need to be covered by the add pieces right there. So make this flat and you're good to go there. Now this part, we need to shift that behind his chest. These pieces right here can shift forward while we are bending this double hinge back this way. Oh, actually, I'm ahead of myself. We're gonna bend in this, bend in that. Then we're gonna rotate the wheel, And there's a double hinge-like system right here that can put this and that into that situation beside this black piece. Now we can rotate this. There's a little hole right here that can peg onto this peg when we bring this down. This is basically what keeps the body together. Up here, we need to get these double hinges up like this, and we need to rotate this like that. Get this up like this, rotate this like that, and on these hinges, we can move it over so these can connect back to each other and be the back bonnet behind his head. We can rotate the head around and the arms. You can move this like that. Open this up, shut that, pull on the arms, pull the hands, and basically get the arms like that. The shoulders are very tight. Make you feel like they're not supposed to do what they need to do. But guess what? They can do what they need to do. And now he is a robot. You can adjust him as you see fit. There you are. Like you might have to maneuver the feet a certain type of way and maneuver the knees because these joints are tight and they might fight you while you're trying to pose, but there you are, he's done. This is what it looks like from the front, side, and the back. Actually, this was supposed to tab right there and kind of be covered a little bit by this bonnet, but he's good to go. He's a robot. All right, now transformation to vehicle mode. We're gonna start with this arm. This hand is half open. We can push it down there if the fingers are slightly open. We can push that into that position. Back here, this needs to be opened. The arm needs to be rotated where the hand is facing this flap, and we can shove the forearm in there and lift up on this hinge so that we can meet up with this. Now, if that doesn't tab into the here, you didn't push the arm all the way flush. So rotate this to meet up with this part right here, and we can shut that, bring this up, and make that meet up. Leave the arms dangling. I might struggle on that step where I need to rotate it back up. Be warned. Unpeg this. We can lift up on that hinge. Have things out to the side like that. Okay. Now we need to, let's turn the head around now before I forget. We can detach all of this. We can bring this out, bring the wheel out, bring this out, bring these pieces out. This can hinge back. We can start rotating that forward. We can detach this waist piece. Push these back under there. And make sure that these pieces right here, because they get in the way, are behind this hinge right here, basically, while we're shoving this forward to get right here. And we need to push down so that that's tabbed together to his chest. Now the arms. The arms need to like rotate, come back like this, and then rotate on this joint so that they can go up. rotate. And there is a secondary, the butterfly action lets you continue to rotate so that they can come together like that. So the fingers are on the outside and the arms are pegged together. You're good to go. Now this part. We need to rotate on this hinge. Rotate on this hinge. And now, basically, this piece right here needs to go down into there, which means, let me brighten things back up. When he was a robot, things got too bright. But this hinge right here needs to come up so that this can get in there past that. And basically we need to just make sure it goes underneath of the window. I said underneath of the window and underneath of this window piece too. But get that in there. Peg this together. And what will fight you is if this isn't all the way deep in there. That's what's happening to me right now. But basically, that clips in. They peg together and they clip into the arms right there. Now we can push this down to peg that together. The seats can lift up to peg into there. Bring that down. Bring the steering wheel like this. But if you don't care, you don't even have to mess with the steering wheel because nothing can really fit in there. You'll see that in my full review. But now we can start moving these two pieces, the wheel and this, down at the same time so we can peg this into here like that. All right, leave everything dangling right here so we can get the legs together. Open these side things out so we can have room for everything down here. I'm gonna start with the feet by elongating them again. Kind of rotating the ankle pivot so we can get at this. We can start moving. I'm turning this way so that I can have enough space to get this around that bottom wheel. But now that that's shut like this, we can rotate this and get the wheel kind of going. But I'm leaving this out to the side, but while having the wheel down like that. Now back here, I am grabbing this piece and folding it on that double hinge till it's flat like this. I'm untabbing this, which will release this tab in the front, moving that out here, and then we can go ahead and pull that window out. We can open this like that. And at this point, we can rotate the door the other way. Now the door is on a slider, but it seems to do everything you need it to do while you're doing it. So it's not really that important to point that out, but I did. We can start rotating this. And when we get to this area again, where the engine is kind of down, we can lift this up and fold out the hood. And then we can go back. Just shut this back into here and shut all of that up against that. Now we can take this and accordion it back here. I did bend that up a little bit more. Shut the hood just to get it out the way. And we need to, while this is still bent, while the knee is still bent, get this little piece out right here. And that needs to go inside of the leg, bringing it down like this. Okay. Now we can bring the door back over here. Bring the leg down. But we're gonna have to worry about all that later. Let's get onto the other leg. Oh boy. Full disclosure, breaking the fourth wall. I took some medicine that leaves me dehydrated. My arms are tired as crap holding this around this camera. And this desk that I'm sitting at, awkward. But I want to get this video out today, so I'm doing it on location. Anywho, brought the foot down, tilting the ankle pivot so we can get this up. Moving this out, rotating this wheel over there, and I'm putting this up. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I rotated the wheels on the other side. But I'm moving this out the way and I'm rotating it. You know what the heck? Why is this bumping now? I'm rotating things so it's basically back into its shape, but I'm keeping that open. You know, it is flush with this, so I must have did it. Now we are going to untab this, that. This comes off. We can lift that up. Open this, then do this. We can start rotating here until we get about there. Come around here, lift that up, start trying to get this out without scraping it. Then we can rotate this, fold this in, and shut that, but move this back up so we can accordion the feet up here. Make this match and bring the, oh wait, you know what? I did not rotate the door. And now that matches up. But right here, we can open this and bring that down. Bring the legs. I guess you could bring the legs together. I'm gonna put the gun back in there. Anywho, make sure this is open. Make sure that's open. This stuff right here. This actually needs to fold so that this peg that held this back together can actually go into that cavity right here. So bend it in such a way whereas that can get in there. Then once that's in there, we need to start rotating the hips in this direction. And we should be able to get past all this and get the hips back so that we have enough clearance to bring the front of the windshield down and behind these side fender pieces. And now we can finish closing this up. We can peg these into his hips. If you want to put this gun in, that's another thing. So kind of like you still need to separate that. Here's the tough part. The tabs are right here. It goes into this slot right there. Trying to get it like this. Tab it in. It tabs so loosely, but now it's together. We should be able to get the windshield down again while getting these pegs behind that. The doors close into there, while this closes into the leg. Good night. Just make sure everything is together, which it looks like it is. Yeah, we're all good. Let me turn this camera up like this. So the angle I had that at was so hard for me to see. But everything is together. Just squeeze it, push down on places, and we're good to go. Here's the car again. Yeah, it still rolls. So that's great. Oh boy, I'm hot. Thank you for watching this video. Click like. Until next time, TMan978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.